With a number of high-profile races on the ballot, Texas election officials are expecting a strong turnout during this March primary election. Here in East Texas, voters in both the Democratic and Republican parties will help decide which candidates move on to the November ballot. CBS 19's Nayeli Carrillo explains why you need to know before hitting the polls.
They say early bird gets the worm. In this case, early voters get a head start choosing their nominees during the March primary election.
This is your opportunity to get out there and to put people in office that can make a difference.
In Smith County, Elections Administrator Michelle Alcon says turnout on day one has been steady.
We've seen a good crowd, not overwhelming, but a steady trickle of people coming through. Over the entire county, we've had roughly 350 voters this morning. We hope that that number continues steady throughout the rest of early voting or goes up. We don't want to see it go down.
Election officials say early voting offers flexibility that you won't get on election day.
A lot of people just have this kind of tradition of, I want to vote on election day, which is fine. They can have that tradition. But here's what I like to say. What if you had a flat tire? What if something happened? If you had an emergency in your family and you could not vote that day, you're over. It's done. You can't vote anymore.
They encourage voters to do their homework before hitting the polls, especially with long ballots that include both candidates and party propositions.
Both parties put out a kind of a survey of propositions to poll their constituents to kind of see what they feel is important, and they may bring it up later for the legislation to make some changes.
Early voting runs through February 27th and marks the first election under new legislative and congressional maps, though East Texas voters won't see major changes.
Didn't affect Gregg County at all, hallelujah, because that was a big headache for a lot of counties.
In Smith and Gregg counties, voters now look ahead to March 3rd and, of course, collecting their I voted stickers.
If we run out of those, we get in trouble. So I'm going to have to start like drawing on a piece of paper. I'll get like tape and start drawing I voted and put it. No, we ordered a bunch of I voted stickers for this election.
For CBS 19, I'm Nayeli Carrillo.